I'm Boogaloo Stu. The show is Brighton Nights, and with me now here in the studio, I have my first guests on this evening's show, Kate Markey and Jack Ambrose, who are coming to the Marlborough Theatre next week with their production of Romeo and Juliet. Welcome to the show, both.
Hi, thank you.
Lovely to see you again. You were in here, it was about 3 months ago, maybe?
Yeah, January.
Yeah. How's it been going since then? Is this your newest production?
It is. We went into rehearsals the day after the last one finished.
Okay.
Because we don't like a rest. And yeah, we've been rehearsing 6 weeks quite intensively, and we open next week.
Right. And it's at the Marlborough Theatre.
It
which
is.
is a lovely, delightful theatre, as we know. And you're there all week. It's quite unusual at the Marlborough to have a long run of shows like that.
Yeah, well, because there's not really any set as such, because of the space, the size of the space, we thought we would kind of do all our get-in and our dress rehearsal on the Sunday and have the Monday as a performance. Usually we'd open on the Tuesday.
Okay.
But we thought we'd make the most of it, and it's a really popular show, so we knew it would sell.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing 6 performances.
Excellent. Now, it's quite an unusual take on Romeo and Juliet. I mean, it's very much a well-loved Shakespearean play, obviously, but and lots of people have interpreted it in a multitude of ways over the years.
Yeah.
Tell us how yours differs.
Ours it's set on a kind of modern, almost council estate kind of feel. It really kind of goes to the roots of it, and it's we wanted to do it really because there's so many people. When you say you're doing Romeo and Juliet, and people kind of say, "Oh, yeah, I don't really do Shakespeare," or "I'm not really into that kind of thing." And it really, Katie was saying the other day that just by watching it, you almost forget, because of the way that it's done, because of the costume, because of the just modern setting, you forget the language being spoken, and you are hearing it as if it's anyone speaking modern language. So from that point of view, I think it really manages to sort of appeal to the masses, really.
Right. Is it so you've rewritten it in a sort of modern day context?
So it's cut quite considerably, because we know Shakespeare plays are pretty long. And no one wants to go to theatre for 3 hours, you just don't. So it's cut, but it's obviously got the main story there. We have kept the original language, but all the costume, and we've got mobile phones, for example, it's got all the modern elements in it.
Right.
But obviously, because I'm the producer and I'm not in it, I watch rehearsals, and since we've been running, like Jack said, you do forget that they're speaking in Shakespearean language.
Right.
You totally understand it, you know what's going on, and you just feel like they're speaking like we speak today. So I think it's really making it accessible for anyone, even if somebody who says, I hate Shakespeare, they would enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, okay. Have you given it a bit of a kind of, gosh, I don't know which word to use, a chav edge, shall we say?
100%.
Lots of velour tracksuits and the like.
Okay.
Lots of rings, gold jewellery.
Excellent. We'll talk some more. We'll have some music first. Appropriately enough, this is Basement Jaxx with Romeo. That is Romeo by Basement Jaxx here on Brighton's Juice 107.2. Still with me here in the studio, I've got Kate Markey and Jack Ambrose, whose production of Romeo and Juliet is on at the Marlborough Theatre all next week from Monday through to Saturday. Now, Jack, you're acting in it. You're playing Romeo.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your role in it and how it differs to the Romeo that theatregoers may know from before?
The thing with Romeo, he's always going to have that. He's always going to be a little bit different from Mercutio, Benvolio. They're kind of in our production very much because it's got that, as you said, that sort of chav element to it. They are sort of the more the characters that kind of lead him astray a little bit. He's got these values that I think he will always have in all these productions, but he's got a bit of an edge to him in this one, I would say. Just by the nature of how we're doing it.
Yeah. What's your accent in it, by the way?
It's the same, yeah. It's the same.
So it's a Scottish council estate.
The director loved his accent and just wanted him to keep it.
I was very, very keen to change it because I've never really actually done too much in my own accent because.
Right. Well, you're quite posh Scottish by the sound of it, if I may say so.
He'll like that.
Possibly. I've been told that before.
It's sort of, you're from somewhere north of Glasgow, I think, aren't you?
From Edinburgh.
You're from Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
So he wanted me to do it in my own accent, but I think that what he certainly said was, with these council estates, there are such a coming together of just a lot of different. I mean, there's Irish, that kind of element to it. It's just a mishmash of people. Yeah.
I think he's definitely a bit tougher, your Romeo.
Very
I think
much so, yeah.
There's a line in the show where he says something about after he's caused Mercutio to die, he says something about Juliet's beauty hath made me effeminate, and I think, to me, that suggests that he was kind of a tough guy before he met Juliet. And she softened him, whereas I think usually people play Romeo as quite a sap all the way through.
It's difficult not to do that, because
he's very lovey.
The whole show is about him being in love. There isn't the fighting, and he doesn't get to, well, he does actually stab a fair amount of people.
Good grief.
But he doesn't necessarily have it written that he's got that edge to him, but that's what we've kind of tried to.
And musically, it has a soundtrack as well, doesn't it?
We've got some grime. We've got some
terribly modern.
We've got some. Can you tell I don't know what grime is? We've got some, a bit of reggae, a bit of hip hop. A really nice song called "How Long," and the lyrics are all about, how long will everyone have to suffer before we bring an end to this. And I also think that's quite nice. But there's a party scene, and we've got Human League, "Don't You Want Me Baby" playing.
Okay.
Bit of Careless Whisper, it's again, it's something that kind of makes it appealing to everyone, I think, bringing the music into it.
Right, yeah, absolutely. So it's a bit like Shameless meets Top of the Pops meets Shakespeare.
Yes,
absolutely,
yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
excellent,
Yes.
gosh.
You hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah, so people looking for tickets, where can they find tickets online?
So the tickets are either on the Marlborough website or at Brown Paper Ticket. So the Marlborough Theatre use their eco-friendly ticket website, which is www.brownpapertickets. And because we have made Romeo and Juliet modern, it is actually officially called #R&J.
Hashtag R&J. Okay.
That's where the tickets are.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming in. Good luck with it. What lies beyond this? Are you planning to tour this production, or is this just for the Brighton run only?
It's just a one-off, unless we get requests.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a one-off for now, and then
how it
we're
goes.
on to a musical of Ghost after that.
Okay, and people looking for more information about Apollo Productions, who are putting on this production,
Yes.
have you got a website for that as well?
Our biggest presence is on Facebook. We're Apollo Brighton on Facebook and Twitter, and we have an email address, apolloproductionsbrighton@gmail.com.
Lovely. Kate and Jack, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.